little chair exercises. You don't have to leave the chair, and all I'm really going to want you to use is yourself and a couple of water bottles filled up. Make sure they're sealed well. You just need these and a chair and yourself. We're going to do one big circuit, and then the video will stop and go into another circuit. So you can stop and go back to the beginning of the circuit and do it 2 to 3 times. And then the same thing with the second circuit. Go through it 2 to 3 times. So I'll also have some writing. They'll be popping up to tell you how many repetitions to do, any other little pointers that maybe I forget to say while we're going through this. So the first thing you want to do, sitting up nice and tall, you want to make sure that you're not slouching. So make sure you're not here. Sitting up nice and tall, and alternating march. Bring the knee up, just like you're walking. We're going to try to go 20 to 30 of these. We'll do 20 today. Remember, you can always work up. Make sure you keep sitting up nice and tall. Trying to engage your core. Good, and you're going to go directly into an upper body move. Still sitting up nice and tall. I'm not sitting all the way back in my chair. Arms down. You're going to reach up nice and tall. When you do this, try to create distance between the bottom of your ribs and the top of your hips. So we lift up and down. We're going to go 15. If you can't quite get 15, that's okay. Stop at 10. You start to feel it in your neck more than in your shoulders and through the torso. Then just stop. Just do as many as you can, 10 to 15. 15 to 20, what feels good? First time through, you may get all the repetitions. Second time through, you may get a few less. And third time through, even less, but that's okay. Work up. Good. Now we're going to go back to legs, still sitting up nice and tall. Take one leg, bring it up, foot stays up off the floor. You're going to extend as far as you can and bend. We're going to go 10 to 15. Still sitting up nice and tall, abs in. Just do as many of these as you can. Stop and rest if you need to. Make sure you don't shrink down as you're doing these. Then you're going to switch legs. Take a little breather if you need to. Shake it out a little bit because we're doing a lot of stabilization. Bring that leg up, extend, and bend. Again, you're also trying to get as much range of motion out of the back of that leg that you can get while you're tightening up the quad. Sitting up nice and tall. Good. Down, shake it out a little bit. Your hip flexors are going to talk to you on this one because it has to stabilize the whole time. So the next thing is going to be upper body again. So we're going to use our water bottles. Going to be down to the sides. Again, still sitting up nice and tall. We're going to go out, bring them in, so we're squeezing the chest, back out, and down. Again, make sure you don't shrink down. Sit up nice and tall. And we're going to do 15 of these, eventually work up to 20. So we're going to come up, squeeze, out, and down. Up, and if you need to stop sooner than 15, then you do that. Make sure that you can move your head and neck. You shouldn't be tightening up so much that you lose having a neck. You don't want to become a turtle. Squeeze the chest. Shoulders are doing a lot of work here. Stabilization when you're up, lifting the water bottles up, and then squeezing with the chest. Sitting up nice and tall. Don't lose the distance between the rib cage and the hip. These are going to burn, even with water bottles. So 15 to 20 of those. If you need to stop at 10, stop at 10. Work up to it. Next one is back to leg. This is the last exercise in this circuit before you would start back over again. So you could just start this video over again and go through it 2 times, up to 3 times. So here we go. The next one is heel drag. So if you're on linoleum, then you might want to get a towel, washcloth, underneath your heel. If you're on a rug, make sure it's a rug you want to fluff, because you're going to drag your heel against the rug and pull back. Then lift it up, put it back out there, drag against that rug, pull back. We're going to go 10 to 15 of these. So you're going to work the back of the leg, still sitting up tall. In between, when you go to the next set, if you need to move your chair so you fluff a different part of your rug, then do that. Or if you're trying to clean a different spot off on your linoleum or your wood floor, you can move. You can always use a dry Swiffer sheet so that you can clean while you work out. These will get you after a few. Sitting up nice and tall, really dragging that heel. Then we go to the other one. Out. You're going to find one side feels a little more natural than the other. Number 10 to 15. Do what feels good. Listen to your body. Good. So that's all 5 exercises for the first circuit. Again, repetitions, I'll have them in writing underneath. You should have seen that. You work up to what feels comfortable for you. First time through, you may get total number of repetitions. Second time through, maybe a few less. Third time through, maybe even a few less than that. Once you can go through this 3 times, upper number of repetitions, then you know it's time to do something a little bit harder and that you've gotten better. Okay? So the next video that will be coming will be circuit 2, and then we'll do it the same way.